Multiplying fractions and whole numbers. In this lesson, we're going to learn about estimating a product of a fraction and a whole number. And to do that, let's take a look at this situation. You want to build a CD rack. You have 15 CDs, and each CD case is 3/8 of an inch wide. You want to estimate how wide a space you need on a CD rack to fit all CDs. So we're going to estimate this. We're not going to actually do the multiplication. We're just going to estimate how much space you're going to need on the CD rack to fit all 15 CDs. Okay, so you have 15 CDs. And each CD is 3/8 of an inch wide. So we're looking at 3/8 times 15. And that's going to give us how wide it's going to be. Now, instead of doing the multiplication, we're going to estimate. And the way we do this is, well, you look at the 15 and you look at the denominator of the fraction. And we want to change or round the whole number to the nearest number that's compatible with the denominator. What that means is basically what's a good multiple of 8 that's close to 15? Well, you have 8. 8 times 1 is 8, and then 8 times 2 is 16. And we see that 15 is close to 16. So we're going to rewrite this problem as 3/8 times 16. Okay, now when we think of 3/8 times 16, well, let's first take a look at what 1/8 of 16 is. And you'll see these problems with times or of. When you're dealing with fractions, you can write them either way. You can say 3/8 of 16 or 3/8 times 16. They're going to mean the same thing. Now, 1/8 of 16, the way we do that is we just divide 16 by 1. 16 by 8. Divide 16 by 8 and you get 2. So 1/8 of 16 is 2. And to see that in a visual sense, we have, let's say we have 16 of something. Let's say we take this and divide it into 16 pieces. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there should be 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, you have 16 pieces here. And you want 1/8 of them. 1/8. Well, when you divide 16 into 8 pieces, or 8 sections, let's say this is one section. Here's another section. Here's another section. And another section. And another section. And another section. Here, let's change the color of that one. And one more section. That should be 8 sections. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 sections here. Now, how many pieces is 1/8? So we've divided them into 8 sections. You have, they're divided into 8 sections. And 1/8 would be 2 pieces. 1/8 is 2 pieces. So 1/8 of 16 is 2. Now in this problem we want 3/8 of 16. Well, if 1/8 is 2, if we take 3 of them, then we'll have 6. We'll have 6 pieces, right? If you take, there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3/8. We've divided this into 8s, and if you take 3 of those 8s, you actually have 6 pieces. So 3/8 of 16 is going to be 6. And that's how we estimate the fractions. Now let's take a look at another example. Let's say we want 3/4 of 28. 3/4 of 28. Well, 28 is actually divisible by 4. So 1/4 of 28, when you take 28 and you divide it by 4, you get 7. 7 times 4 is 28. So 1/4 of 28, 1/4 of 28 is 7. So 3/4 would be 3/4 of 28 would just be 3 times 7, because 1/4 is 7 and you have 3 of those. So 3 times 7, which is 21. So this one we didn't really have to estimate. All we had to do was divide 24 by 4, and that gives us the 1/4, which was 7. And then we multiply it by 3 because we want 3/4. So 3 times 7 will give us 21. Okay, let's try one more. Let's do 3/5 of 26. Okay, 3/5 of 26, and we're going to estimate. Well, we want to find the closest whole number that's compatible with 5. So what's the closest multiple of 5 to 26? Well, there's a couple. You could do 20, 25, or 30. And the closest one out of those 3 would be 25. So we're going to use 25 as our whole number to estimate what 3/5 of 26 is. So what we're really going to look at is 3/5 of 25. Now all we have to do is figure out what 1/5 of 25 is, and then multiply it by 3, because we want 3 of those. Well, 1/5 of 25 you get by dividing 25 by 5. So 25 divided by 5 is going to be 5. So 5 into 25 is 5. That will give us 1/5. So 1/5 is 5. So 3/5 is going to be 3 times 5. So 5 times 3, which is 15. So we can say that 3/5 of 26 is close to, or is approximately, or is about 15. And I hope this makes a little bit of sense for you. When you estimate a fraction times a whole number, you're going to want to change the whole number so that it's compatible with the denominator, and then you're going to solve from there.